folks, and just thought we'll share a little bit of stuff with you before our next game, which will be coming up. So just the title race is heading to the wire. So with 5 games to go, as you can see in front of you, we are second on the table, 1 point behind first place Western Sydney, who we play, well, in a couple of games. So, well, who we will play next on the next live com. So, yeah, so it's all on the line here. A win goal difference is the same. 21 goals, differential between for the Phoenix and for the Sydney suburbs there. So it's going to be tight. So really a win here is what we need to come away with a good chance of winning the championship, retaining it. So, if we get the result we need and we get the results for the last 3 games, it could be an interesting little situation. So, yeah, I always like these little bits. I must admit, going into the end of the season, a little bit of a highlight there shows you the rundowns from both teams. So we have a quick rundown as Western Sydney there. Obviously, as you're seeing this now, we still have to play Sydney, which I'll be doing Newcastle, which I'll be playing offline, and Adelaide have to face Western Sydney, and then of course we face each other. But then if we look at after our game, depending on the results, we will see that then Sydney are 4th, Victoria 7th, and Brisbane are 9th. That's who Western Sydney still have to play. So they basically only have to play one more team who are in the top 6. We, on the other hand, we have Sydney and then Melbourne City. So we have 2 tough away games there, last 2 games of the season, against teams who are situated in that top 6. So it's all going to come down to this match. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens. I'm also going to just cover quickly some injuries. So Brown here has resumed full-time injury. But if you look at the list here, we've got Han Mao. Now, he's just picked up an injury against Brisbane. He's out for 5 to 7 months with a broken lower leg. Clayton Lewis is out for thigh strain for another 6 days. So he's definitely going to miss the Newcastle game, and he may be available for the game against Western Sydney. Flore is out for another 7 days, and also Aminicus has been on a long-term injury, so he's returning in about a day to training. But it's been a bit of a tough one. We've had to play and muck around, of course, and if we just want to cover here quickly one more thing, if I can find it. Update on the transfer. So again, we haven't made any outs, but the board, well, the 1.8 million we got from James Simovich's offer from Gamma Osaka. They offered him the minimum release clause, which was 1.8 million, so there's no change. I couldn't get rid of it, and he went. So yeah, not very good. We've lost 2 good players there. I had brought Simovich back from loan, he was on loan, as you'll see just above there, from Auckland City to cover Mullen's departure. And then, of course, the interest was on him and he left. We've got a bit of interest in a few more players as well. So thankfully the window's closed and we can get on to it. But anyway, guys, that's enough, and we'll see you for the Brisbane game rundown and we'll go from there. Hello, folks, and welcome to what should be episode 71 of Wellington Phoenix, New Zealand to the world. So last time you were with us against Perth Glory, we came away with a nice 4-0 victory there. And, no, sorry, wrong one, 4-2 victory. We then followed this up with a 2-1 win against Melbourne City. Mao and Singh getting on the score sheet there. Sydney FC was our next away trip to Sydney, where Charlie Brown and Chris Lee got on the score sheet. Brown again going to town to win out 2-0. Melbourne victory were next. Mao getting both goals to record a tough away victory against Melbourne. We then travelled at home, hosted Central Coast Mariners, and Charlie Brown and Pike on the score sheets to record a 3-1 win. We then got lucky, and I mean very lucky. No one scored for us in this game. It was an own goal that salvaged a draw against Adelaide. So very tough and vital points. We then again travelled to Brisbane, hosted at Suncorp Stadium. 3-0 win there. Very pleasing to get this win. Chris Lee with a goal, then Mao, and then Eugene from a corner. We then, as you would have seen, the lead into the championship. We had yet to play Newcastle. We had played Newcastle now, and 2-0 win there for Pike and Shakespeare getting the goals. After this game, what that meant was we went top of the pops, as you'll see in the match preview here. If we get into it, we are now top of the table. The reason for that is Western Sydney drew against Adelaide while we beat Newcastle 2-0. So it's in our hands. A win or draw here will maintain our position at the top. So we're going for a win. Let's see if we can get that. We've had a few injury crises. We've had a few players coming back. The central of midfield there is not strong. It's not ideal. But I thought we'd bring Megapack back because he was available. And we'll see that. Actually, I'm going to put on Lewis on instead of Lee. And we're going to swap him around with Singh just for this change. I think I'll just give a bit more stability, I guess, in the midfield there. So the game today, we have Singh Sandow back in goal. He came to us asking for more games. We said, yep, you deserve a chance again. He has now since been called up by the Indian manager for internationals, so he will miss the next game, I think, after this. But hey, he's back for a guess a game. We have then Bonito on the right with Eugene Den in the middle and Thornley on the left. Hall on the right with Megapack on the left, Lewis and Singh in the middle of the midfield here. We have Pike and Brown, who hopefully will go to town up front. On the bench is Allsop, Galloway, Lee, Shakespeare and Cangred. I am going to, just because of the importance, I'm going to change that there, put Galloway as a starter. So this should be out, I believe, if I've done my recording right or my scheduling right, this should be out Monday the 27th of August. I should hopefully be well and truly settled, and I have sorted out any issues with internetness or anything you can imagine, and I should hopefully be ready to go. We're going to go, it's all over to you, have a good one. Yeah, so the next episode after this, I'm not too sure if it's going to be the last game of the season against Melbourne City, or is it going to be maybe the first game of the playoffs. It all depends a lot. It will depend on this game here as the kickoff goes to Wellington. But I'm hoping by September anyway, so Friday's episode of 31st of August, like this one, has been recorded a month ahead. We are still in July here. So by the time it gives me a bit of chance to settle into my new place, get things sorted, and I'll probably wait a while to catch up. Also allows me my little Wellington trip, and then I can look at recording again going forward. As I have mentioned, this is my last season with the Wellington Phoenix, and Brown will not be going to town any bloody more. Okay. Right. I'm going to put Pike on there as the poacher, and we're going to bring Lee on as the shadow striker. Confirm changes. Yeah, so, I mean, like I mentioned, my channel update a while back and some of the other videos, I have gone ahead because obviously the move and little holiday there. I will be now, hopefully by the time this comes out, taking a bit of a break and letting things catch up. This will be my last season as Wellington, which I mentioned about a few moments ago, and I'm looking forward to a new adventure in September, finishing off Wellington here, and also then getting stuck into a new club. So yes, my contract will end this season. I have already said I will not discuss any further discussions, so now it's up to me going forward. So we'll see. I would like a little thing though where you could actually say, look, I'm not going to look at seeing out my contract. I will be not renewing it at the end of the season. Kind of giving the club a chance to, I guess, prepare and things like that. But we'll see. Anyways, Pike's got the ball here. It looks wide. He manages to find Lee. Now, Lee will nothing to it. Okay, finds Hill, who's kind of tackled there, but it goes back. Eugene hoofs it long. And it's a corner. No, I don't know what happened there. Lee did something. Pike got the ball. Goal, 1-0 up. I don't know what happened. Oh, whew, I'll tell you what. But I'm excited. I'm looking forward to finishing this off. This season has been hard. I've had a lot more losses and issues this season getting stuck in. We're finally climbing back up to the top. But it's not secure yet, even at the moment. Still a long way to go. So it's a bit more of a challenge this season as it has been for probably for a lot of seasons, really, even if you go back to my North Shore United ones. So it's, in a way, it's quite satisfying, a little bit more satisfying. If I can get the treble, if I can complete the hat trick this season, I think it'll be more satisfying there. We're going to go assertive. I'm happy with your performance. There's still room for improvement. Not much there. Okay, I'm going to hand over to the assistant, see what he says. And we'll just get stuck into that second half now. But yeah, I think it will be a bit more satisfactory in a way. If I can do it, there's still a long way to go. I guess it's a pity that we lost in that FFA Cup final, you know. But hey, I mean, winning, if I can go ahead and win this, you know, the Premier Plate and then go on and retain and win the grand final, what a strike, but just over the bar. I think it'd be more satisfying, really, than walking it. Anyway, Pike. Oh, was that a lunge? I think he could be out of here. I think Pike is on. Yep, he's gone for an early buff. Okay. All right, so we're going to go... we're going to put Shakespeare there as the lone man up front. I think I've just clicked on his name. Target man, attack. Benito, defensive playing average, really. I mean, 6.5, 6.6. We are playing standard. We're going to go counter here. We're gonna slightly drop a bit deeper. We can take that off, I think. We'll go mixed crosses, and then we'll just go from there for now. Yep. Okay, and we will go a little wider. And we'll just have Shakespeare up the top there for now. And hopefully we can, I'll make some more changes going forward. Okay. But yeah, we'll see what happens with things going on. FM19, I'm definitely going to be getting that. I haven't worked out what I'm going to do. I'd love to be able to continue this from where I leave off on FM18. It'd be good if you could, like, even with the in-game editor, and I don't think you can, you could kind of transfer over where you finished FM19 in terms of your manager. Like, you're at the same club, your honours, you know, your skills and stuff. I guess to an extent when you create a new profile, you could do that. But in terms of reputation and all that, that wouldn't be there. It'd be good if you could, if there was a way maybe forward, if FM18 or 19 or FM would be able to implement that. It would really work out, I think. We're going to just go to the wall here. And I think we will bring Cangrid on just for the hell of it. Yeah. So it would be good if that was a function, you know, later on we could do that. It's just so you could continue a save over, I guess, multiple things of FM, because I don't think 19 will have drastically changed. Who knows? But anyway, I mean, I did come to the party late. I didn't start the save until quite late on. You know, I think it was September, January before I really got into this year in real life. So I haven't really advanced as much as I'd like to have. Please, no! You clunt! I said clut. Clunt. You bastard! I don't want to fucking see that. Oh, you jack shit. And now we put the changes in. Well, as long as we can hang on, we'll take the points. Oh, a win here would have just... A win here. That 3 points would have guaranteed us a real good base. It would have given us a 4-point buffer. Nice ball, but Shakespeare just got held up. Would have given us a good buffer to go into the last 3 games. We're still not clear. I'm going to tell them I think that was a shit show, really. Assertive. I'm not happy with your performance. Oh, no. We have obviously claimed a playoff spot. That was pretty much asserted anyway. But, yeah, lucky to draw. Ouchie, ouch. So, yeah, that's the situation now. We've got 3 games to go. We are 1 point ahead of second. We are well and truly ahead of third. So, it's really going to come down to these last 3 games. And Melbourne City and Sydney FC are our last 2 games of the season. So it's going to be tough. And once again, okay, Shakespeare is injured for 5 to 8 days. We'll leave to physio. Charlie Brown, 2 to 3 weeks. I'll send the assistant for that one. Pike banned. And I'll just 1 week's wages. Confirm. And he accepts his fine. Yeah. We threw away a good opportunity, but at least we didn't lose points, so we got 1. I guess it's better than out. All right, folks, I will leave it there for you, and I guess I will see you next time. We don't know where that's going to be or who. Probably Melbourne City, the way this finished out. All right, folks, take it easy. Like, subscribe, and please comment down below.